Obviously, happy with the win. Needed it more so in a sense from a mental standpoint after coming off of 3 losses. You know, you can preach all you want about, you know, you're getting better, you're working, you know, things happen, but at the end of the day, you know, wins are wins, losses are losses. So it was good to get one here against a good team, a well-coached team. And again, with our last 3, just trying to gain some momentum going into the Mountain West tournament.
Coach, with Elijah Brown, obviously I know there were a couple chances he had where he was open and didn't take advantage, but overall, what was kind of the key to holding him in check tonight? Was it just having different guys defend him, or what?
Well, I thought it was 2 things. We wanted him to run around on defense within our action, just to kind of wear his legs out a little bit, and at the same time, on the other end, just put some length on him. And to be honest with you, try to force somebody else to beat us besides him. Thought it was a complete team effort. I thought Al did a great job on him. I thought Hayden did a great job on him. I thought Andrew did a great job on him, along with Justin James and Alex. So at the end of the day, yeah, we were just throwing different bodies at him and just trying to give him different looks. But more importantly, you know, we kept, you know, Liebs and Cody and, you know, those type of guys off of him. We wanted length on him to force him to shoot over it.
Alan, how big was it for you guys to get back out to a lead right at the end of the first half? They had come back and kind of had got a little momentum, and then you guys spurted there. How big was that for this team?
Well, I thought we took some steps tonight just within growth. Not only that spurt right there, but even in the second half when they cut it to 4. I thought JJ did a great job tonight in a sense of being able to go get a basket for us. And then, you know, obviously J-Mac shot it well tonight also. So I thought that was important just for the morale going into the locker room. But, you know, my halftime speech was more in a sense of as we were down, like we were down. So it was more, you know, we have 20 more minutes to play Cowboy basketball for us to come away with a victory.
Jason stepped up at a critical time, I thought, as well as JJ. Mm-hmm. Is that just something that you've talked with him, or is it just something that he kind of felt, or, you know, I mean, it is the home stretch of his senior year.
Yeah. My only conversations with Jason is if you open shoot the basketball. You know, I know he's not shooting it the way he shot it last year or even previous to his career, but to me, you know, that's what he does, you know, for this program. And I was probably even more impressed that he had 4 assists within that. So that means that to me was telling me that he actually played a little bit more of just a shooter's game. And then the other thing was I had to find a way to get him off the floor a little bit, you know, and that's kind of hard because of him being a senior. You know, he's usually hovering around 37, 38 minutes a game, and maybe that's on me, and maybe the legs, you know, can't withstand that. But tonight it was only 30, and, you know, he made shots. So got to find a way to get him in and get him out so that his legs could be fresh when taking those shots.
Coach, first half after the 9-0 start, I think only a few of the buckets the whole rest of the half were 2-pointers. Is it nice? You know, how nice is it these last couple weeks to have the team shooting the way they have been behind the arc when, you know, maybe other things aren't falling?
Well, again, I've always told my guys if they're opening on balance, shoot the basketball. And I'm not really that concerned with misses and makes. I'm more about ball movement and being open and on balance. So, you know, regardless of if they are going in or not, I would be more concerned with how we're playing on defense than whether they're going in or not. If it's going in and we're playing defense, then it's a really good night. If it's not going in and we're playing defense, then we'll have a chance. And that's always been my message to our guys. So there's never any pressure on my end as far as telling guys they gotta make shots. They gotta make shots. They do a great job of putting in time on the practice floor, just getting up shots. So that's just a staple of ours.
You took that time out. Was that just chewing about defense and energy?
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. It was more I mean, because my thing was, it was an underneath out of bounds, and they get a wide open three. Like, to me, that's not what we talked about going into the game as far as 40 minutes of edge, and especially on that end of the floor. So it was more of a timeout to chew a little bit, but also just to refocus and help them to understand that, yes, that's something that we care about. That if I don't, then it almost sends the message that was okay. So I really took it just for that purpose. Yeah.
You talked about wanting Elijah or somebody else besides Elijah to beat you guys. He picks up 2 fouls by the first media timeout. Only plays 11 minutes in the first half. I know they made their run, but how much did that help him kind of stay out of the flow? Did you guys benefit from him riding some time in that first half?
You know what? Actually, the one thing I said to my staff when we got in there at halftime was, yes, Elijah was out, and I thought with him being out and a Jet being out, that we relaxed and thought it was going to be easy from that point. But you know, they have Division I players. You know, I thought Madugu and the kid Mathis did a great job of just stepping up. So to me, you know, I know they're without Tim, but that's a bright spot, you know, for Mathis to shoot it the way he shot it, and then McDougal to score the way he scored it. You know, not to say that they need to change their whole deal to try to, you know, get them more shots, but I thought they stepped up.
Safe to say Connor McDougal and Anthony Mathis were pretty high on the scouting report.
I would say the kid Mathis was not, and I know he hadn't really been shooting it well, because I remember he made a few, and I asked the guys, like, what is he shooting from the 3-point line, because he's pulling it real quick. McDougal, we had him on there, more so in the sense of capable of making that 15-foot, but I thought he did a really good job of showing a little skill set of putting it on the floor and getting to the rim.
Coach, what's kind of the next step? I know you guys have had kind of these high point games, but it's been tough to translate them into consecutive games. How do you, I guess, carry this over these last few games?
I mean, right now with this late in the season, you know, continue to beat on it. Continue to beat on it. We played against CSU here. Thought it was a close game. We had an opportunity. You know, now we're going to their place. You know, to me, it's not a road. I mean, it's not a home game, but we're only going 45 minutes up the road. So we'll practice tomorrow, but probably more walk and talk. Get a good one on Monday, and then go up there and give CSU our best.
So you guys had to, coming out of a little bit of off break. How do you feel like it? Coming out of the gates, you felt energy-wise tonight, getting off to that quick lead?
Yeah, it felt good. We had, what was it, like a week off, something like that? Yes, so having that time off, working hard the past week, we came out with some fire, and y'all seen on the defensive end.
It almost seemed like it was more the defense that led to that lead. You guys weren't even shooting all that hot early, but, they just couldn't get anything going offensively. Was it all kind of stemming from the defensive side early there?
I think so. And I think the first group did a great job with their energy as well. I don't know if it was 9-0 or 9-3, but we went on a good solid run in the beginning, and I think that sort of fueled us going forward.
Jason, you mentioned that you had to make Brown work for his stuff tonight. I think you guys did that. Is that fair to say? You guys made him work tonight?
Yeah, I think Al and JJ guarded him individually the most, but as a team, I think we made him take some tough ones, and he wasn't making them tonight, and I think a little bit of it, we can give credit to us too for that. And that was the key to the game for us to get a win.
Was it a little surprising that a couple of the other guys stepped up?
I mean, they're basketball players, So like, if their best player is not having a great game, the role players have to step up. So we kind of expect that, take the shots that we want them to take and just keep defending.
Seemed like you kind of stepped up at a critical time where all of a sudden the game got 2-3 points and you were able to knock down some big buckets. The one-handed put back the three. What was going through your mind? Did you feel like you needed to step up, or was it just kind of in the flow?
I don't give him any offensive rebounds, so that was a little bit surprising. But I don't know. I just got, I tried to make some open shots. They were finding me, and I was just trying to, get in the lane and find them. JJ hit a big one, Reeves hit a big one. I think it was just a team effort, especially down the stretch. We made big shots to finish the game out.
For a while there, you guys are pretty hot behind the three-point arc. It seems like lately, overall, you guys are shooting better. Are you just feeling a little bit more comfortable?
We're always comfortable with our shot. As you can see, we shoot the three ball every game. Because we just have that confidence of what we can do. And today we made it.
Jeremy, talk about your three at the final? It looked like you were ready to shoot it. You were kind of ready for the ball to come to you at that point?
Yeah. I mean, Coach said space the floor. JJ sort of was at the top of the key, ISOing, and my guy just left me. And I knew my guy here was going to find me right on the money.
Talk about your defense. I mean, I've asked you this before, but I know you take a lot of pride in that 5 steals today. What was working for you on that end, and what's been working for you here in about the last month and a half?
I mean, every game I set out to be a pest and get in the other guard's face and affect the game that way. I had a couple off the ball steals, just being active. I mean, I just bring the energy every game. I feel like that's my role in this team.
Do you guys know that Jason had those hops to get that put back there?
Nah. I was just surprised that you are. You know.
I was a little
It was
surprised.
nice. It was nice because like he held him down with the one hand and then he
Yeah.
screamed at the end. So I was like,
Apparently, you didn't see his dunk back in the day.
Yeah, I was about to mention
I
that.
see, yeah.
I
That
was
was
after that
wild.
one.
I was there for that one.
Is that as charged up and emotional as you've seen him all year?
I don't know. He, he's a screamer. Whenever he gets the and one, he's on the floor screaming, waiting for him to pick us up. But I mean, it's a nice play.
Yeah.
Obviously, kind of tough game, but at the end you guys were able to pull away for once, get up 10 points in the final few minutes. Is it nice to have kind of a comfortable win to end this losing streak here?
I wouldn't say it's comfortable. I think that's the next step going forward is even building that lead even more. We're always talking about putting together 40 minutes, and I think we're capable of that.